Hello students, today we are going to study electroplating. This is one of the applications of electrolysis. So three applications of electrolysis are there. First application electrometallurgy, which we have already done it, and electroplating is the second application, and the third application is electrorefining, which we will be studying in the next video. Okay, so what is electroplating? It is an electrolytic process by which a thin and compact film of a non-reactive or superior metal is deposited on an article made up of more reactive or inferior metal, right? So for example, over here this is our object, okay, the article which is made up of inferior metal, right? On this, if we want to do the electroplating by silver, that is silver is superior metal, and a thin compact film of silver metal, if we are doing it by the electrolysis process by passing electric current, that is known as electroplating, right? So let us understand the reasons for electroplating. What are the reasons for electroplating? So here the reasons for electroplating are: number 1, to prevent articles from rusting, right? Second is to enhance the appearance, of the object or the articles, right? So these are the two reasons why are we doing electroplating. So next is here, if we want a spoon, on that we want silver coating, so we are actually enhancing the appearance of this spoon. Now methods to obtain firm and smooth deposit. So these are the points which we have to keep in mind. Okay, so first one is the surface of the article should be made free from grease or oil. Then only the coating will be smooth, right? And it will, perfectly fix on it. Now next is a direct current should be applied. Alternate current, there will be a break in between, so direct DC current is applied, so a continuous supply of current is there. Next is a small current should be applied for a longer time. So small amount of current should be applied for a longer time. If large amount of current, then uneven deposition takes place. That is the reason why slowly and small amount of current for a longer time, so that we have a uniform layer formed on the object. Next is the electrolytic solution. The electrolytic solution should be of the appropriate concentration. So appropriate concentration and temperature, right? See, if the solution will not have appropriate concentration, then also the deposition will not be appropriate, okay? And if it is dilute, then we will not able to perform the electrolysis properly. Now next, another topic is during electroplating, what are the points which we have to keep in mind? So number 1, the electrolyte. So the electrolyte must contain ions of the metal. Now what is the meaning of this? So here the electrolyte which we are taking, that electrolyte must have the ions of the metal. Suppose we want to do electroplating with silver, so the silver ions must be present in the electrolyte. What is the second? The point is the article to be electroplated must be made cathode, means the article to be electroplated must be connected to the negative terminal of the battery, so that the positive ions in from the electrolyte will get deposited on the cathode. So positive ions are the ions of the metals. So those metallic ions will turn into neutral atom and will get deposited on the here cathode. So that is why the article to be electroplated must be made cathode, or should must be connected to the cathode. Now third point is the anode. The anode must be made of the metal with which the article has to be plated. That means here this anode is made up of silver. So if we want to do coating of silver, then that anode must be made up of pure silver. Okay, if we want to do coating of copper, or you can say any other superior metal, not copper, we can say superior metal, then the anode must be made up of that. Suppose say nickel or silver. So that type of if metal, if you want to do coating, then anode should be made up of pure metal by which we want to do plating. Right. So this is what we have to understand. Right. Now let us understand here electroplating with silver. We have taken one example, electroplating with silver. Right. So to understand that, here electrolyte, what is the electrolyte taken in this container? Okay, so we have taken here sodium silver cyanide. Okay, sodium silver cyanide is taken, a complex soluble salt we have taken. So what is the name of this? Sodium silver cyanide solution. Now very important to write solution, or if it is in molten state, then you write in molten sodium silver cyanide. If it is in solution form, so sodium silver cyanide solution. So if the question comes, name the electrolyte, you have to mention it is in molten or aqueous state. Okay, otherwise in solid state it will not conduct electricity. So this is a complex soluble salt which is taken. If we take a very simple salt like silver nitrate or silver chloride or anything, then that will decompose very fast. So this is the reason why we are not taking. See here the question is silver nitrate solution is not used for electroplating an article with silver. Why? The reason is because the deposition of silver is rapid and coating is not uniform, because we know that silver is not reactive, and when it forms compound the bond is not very strong. So if you take simple compound like silver nitrate, silver chloride, and then what will happen, it will easily break and deposition will be very rapid and coating is not uniform. So this is why we have taken a complex soluble salt. So what happens, slowly it dissociates, means it will break down and silver ions we will get. Now let us understand what's happening here at cathode anode. So cathode is the article to be electroplated. So here we have the spoon over here which we want to do electroplating on. Okay, and what is the anode made up of? Anode is pure block of silver metal, right? So that continuous supply of silver ions we get it from this pure block. Now electrolytic reaction. So in this we have taken sodium silver cyanide solution. So let us see how it dissociates, right? So here Na is Na plus, okay, Ag plus, and two cyanide ions, 2 Cn minus. So here 1 plus and there are 2, so it is how, this is the reason how we write the formula in this manner, Na and Ag. Cn is 2. Okay, why 2? Because this is 1 plus, so 2 over here. Right, so this is how it will dissociate, and we have these many ions, and now in this we have H plus and OH minus ions. So there are so many ions present in the electrolyte. Now let us understand what happens at cathode and anode. So which ions will get discharged at cathode? So here cations present are Na plus, Ag plus and H plus. 3 cations are there, but which one will get discharged? Obviously Ag plus. Why? Because we have studied that factors affecting the preferential discharge. Okay, so this is by, according to electrochemical series of cations, silver ions will easily get reduced. So silver ions will get discharged at cathode. Now what happens at anode? At anode there are here these ions will move towards anode, anions, cyanide ions and hydroxyl ions. So hydroxyl ion should get discharged, okay, because according to electrochemical series. But what happens over here, we have the anode is made up of silver, okay. So now if we compare these two, which one will get discharged? Okay, so here what will happen, silver will easily lose electron and will form ion. So anode itself is made up of silver, so anode is over here attackable electrode, right? So what happens, silver loses one electron and turns into silver ion, and say the other side the silver ions gain one electron and will form silver. Now let us understand what's happening over here when you connect the battery or here, and as in the solution we have these ions. So what happens, as soon as you connect the battery, the silver ions will start moving towards, the spoon, that is cathode, or cations will get attracted towards cathode. Same time, all these, imagine these are the silver atoms, this rod is made up of silver atom. Each silver atom will lose one electron and will convert into silver ion, and these silver ions will get attracted towards cathode. So there are so many atoms which are losing electrons and turning into silver ions, and these silver ions will get attracted towards cathode and will gain one electron and silver. So we will see silvery deposit on spoon is formed, right? So what is happening, atom is losing one electron and becoming ion, and the other side these ions only will gain one electron and will become atom. So we will get a silvery deposit on the spoon, continuous supply we will see. Now we will understand what are the observations. So at cathode what is happening, so a silvery deposit of Ag is formed or seen, okay. And at anode what is happening, anode itself is made up of silver. So here you will say anode decreases in mass. You will see slowly the size of the anode decreases, by because this is getting used up. So this is the reason, and the rest of the ions, this ions will remain dormant, inactive at the bottom of the electrode. So this was electroplating, and here the example I have explained, that is electroplating with silver, right? Thank you, students.